The next is something that we deal with conservatively 3 to 4 times a week. Everybody wants their loved one to stay at home. We've all promised our parent that he or she would stay at home for the rest of his or her life. And it's a laudable goal. It is something that everybody wants. And some seniors do better at home. Some seniors do better in assisted living facilities. There are some seniors that I've met who actually want to be in a nursing home because they are so nervous that something is going to happen to them if somebody's not watching them all the time. Assisted living facilities, as we all know, have become these wonderful environments for people, and they're home-like, and there is a lot of supervision and hydration and nutrition. But if somebody wants to stay at home, the first thing we counsel the family on is making certain that the individual is getting the best care possible. Just because you're at home and in an environment that you're used to and that you want to be in doesn't mean you're going to be getting the best care. We always recommend using an agency. An agency is bonded. They're insured. If the aide doesn't show up, which does happen, they will replace that aide. If the family doesn't get along with the aide, the agency will replace that aide. From a Medicaid standpoint, the agency will also provide documentation. If you're paying an aide under the table, then what is Medicaid seeing when they look back at 5 years of financial statements? They're seeing hundreds or thousands of dollars coming out of an ATM at one time, or checks to cash, or checks to an individual who may or may not be working with the family anymore. So we have to be very careful about providing the proper documentation in the event that somebody thinks they're going to need Medicaid. As a corollary to this, and something that we discovered along the way, as I said, I'm a big fan of people wanting to stay at home, but I'm also a very big fan of assisted living. And what tends to happen is those families that say, we promised mom that she would never leave home, we want to make sure that mom does not run out of money while she is at home. Because if mom runs out of money while she's at home, she will be unable to go to assisted living, because most assisted living facilities have a private pay period, and it's very often 2 years. So she will go from a home-like atmosphere, skip assisted living, and go directly to skilled nursing, where they're more likely to take Medicaid from somebody who has no money. So think about that logically. You've promised mom she'd be in a home-like atmosphere for the rest of her life, and because you waited too long, she ends up in skilled nursing, which is the exact opposite of what you desire to do.